Hey guys, so welcome to my latest YouTube video. In this video we are going to go through what I'm taking to London, give you an in-depth look at my autograph book that I've made, and do lots of other stuff to go with it. So yeah, let's get on with today's video. Right, so now onto the autograph book. Obviously you've got the front cover. London eprix 2022 photographs, photos, autographs and track facts. Then you've got the track facts. Obviously I need to get the distance, I can't remember, and it's had changes since last year. And you've got the map. The turns 9 to 12 complex, they're no longer hairpins, so they're just two corners. Then you've got your custom house, Elizabeth line and DLR stop, and Prince Regent DLR stop, clearly marked out on the map. Then your entrances, so I'll go through where I'm sat in a minute, but if your custom house, you use that entrance there, get off at the custom house DLR and Elizabeth line stop, depending on which train you use. Prince Regent, you just get off at Prince Regent and walk round. It's not that far, I did it last year. And then obviously the Royal Albert stop, if you're staying at the XL Travel Lodge, you just get off at the Royal Albert stop and walk a bit. The Royal Albert stop does have a short platform. It will be announced on the train that it has a short platform. So if you are getting off at Royal Albert, I suggest you get in the middle carriage, not the front or the back carriage, because you will have to walk to either the back of the first carriage or the front of the last carriage if you're sat in either of those. Prince Regent and Custom House, you'll be alright, but if you're getting off at Royal Albert, Royal Albert does have a short platform. There's my tickets. Obviously Sunday I've already paid for. Saturday I still need to wait on formulary to send them over, because I guess you got a free pair. Yes, I am special. Yeah, if you see me, come and say hi. So obviously my entrance is Custom House, so I'd need to go off at Custom House. If it says, I'm going to have to find my tickets from last year. So yeah, it won't be as complicated as that. But if it says, I think it will say the Royal Albert entrance, you just get off at Royal Albert and walk round. Obviously that's no longer a thing because they've changed it. So yeah, that's the page for my tickets. And then we get on to the fun stuff. Oh yeah, and there's your DLR stops. If you are coming in on the DLR. Then the autographs. I've already put this up on my TikTok, but let's just use Visions as an example. Team name, and then driver number 1. driver number 2. And then this is similar to what I did last year. If you have seen my scrapbook from last year, race results for race 1, the duels and the race results. Then race 2, duels and race results. And then I have written out a photo plan of what I want. So obviously I'm going with my mum. It's her first eprix. Mum, if you're watching, hi. So we've got Pizza Express selfie. I always go Pizza Express at least once when I go somewhere. They are the best restaurant chain, though this is not an ad. Then hotel selfie like I did with Bastille. DLR selfie. There's the route I'm taking on the Sunday. Bank to West Ferry. Then pop West Ferry to Custom House. If you are a frequent DLR user and you want to go to Beckton, you know you'll have to change because Bank goes to Lewisham or Woolwich Arsenal. It doesn't go direct to Beckton. So we go Bank to Custom House via West Ferry to change to the Beckton line. And then ZZ's in Greenwich after the race on the Saturday. We're going to give the Elizabeth line a try and then get the DLR to Cutty Sark. Again, Cutty Sark, short platform. Then the Sea Life Centre photos, because I've booked to go there on Monday before we go home. Then you've got the driver selfies, which is just basically, not like I've done for the autographs, but it's basically both drivers on a page with enough for a space for a 6x4. I'm hoping for Max Gunther to sign the selfie we had last year. Fingers crossed that will happen. Then Mackie D's again in Greenwich. We'll have to go off at Cutty Sark. And then the Hamilton selfie in the theatre. Mind my dog, she's a pain. And then I've got some blank pages. I don't know what I'm doing. I've got some blank pages. I don't know what I'm doing with them yet. There we go. And yeah, that's the autograph book. Copyright. Because, you know. Oh, hello. I want no one nicking my ideas. So yeah, that's the book. I did do Mum and I a vest and hoodie as well, because, you know, it's London in summer. Excuse me, but yeah. You know Britain in summer? Yeah. Not great. But we will be wearing them. So, la 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 la. So basically it's the Effie and Hamilton logo with Nat and Mum's big weekend, because it is our big weekend. It's Mum's first eprix weekend, my first proper eprix, because as you know, London last year was still held within COVID regs. So I didn't get the proper eprix experience, if that makes sense. There was no autograph session, but yeah, this year it's going to be different. It's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. And yeah. Then I made this flag on my cricket. The flag was 50p from the Entertainer. And the labels I made on my Cricket Joy. Woo. So So yeah, I've got a bigger one of these that's cotton with the Envision logo and Robin and Nick's driver numbers on, and then I'm making Mum a 5 foot by 3 foot Jaguar flag, and then I'm taking the 3 by 1.5, I think it is, foot flag to get signed by all the British drivers on the grid. So yeah. And then obviously I've got my folder with the DLR map, tube map and Elizabeth line map, and the markup of the DLR I did for where we're going to eat, where we need to alight, etc. And then I've got the tickets. My train tickets are digital, so are Mum's, but Mum preferred them printed. So she's got her train tickets at home, as well as a copy of what I've just explained to you. And I've got a blouse and some smart trousers for Hamilton. And then nearer the time, I will buy 2 Sharpies to take with me for the autograph session. Or whether I get the chance to meet the drivers outside or not after the races will be totally their decision, not mine. But I'll take a Sharpie for after the race on the Sunday, because Saturday will just be too hectic. I want to stay for a bit after the race for the podium and everything, and then we've got to get the ZZs for our dinner. I booked the table for 6:30. Which should, in principle, give us enough time. However, I don't, if you know me, you know I stress about the tiniest things in life. So I don't want to leave it too close to the table booking, because they hold it for 10 minutes and then they just basically give it to another person. So, yeah. Anything else, Natalie Martin? Oh, and my toiletries, but that's bog standard. Soap, shampoo, deodorant, etc. So yeah. So yep. Thank you for watching, everyone. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. I'm just going to play you the short platform announcement. If I can find it.
When leaving the train.
Oh no, we've gone too far.
As the first 2 sets. The next stop is Cutty Sark. To alight, please move towards the centre of the train, as the first 2 sets and last 2 sets of doors will not open.
So if you're going to the Royal Albert stop, if you want to not have 6 million years of walking to do, then you will hear something along the lines of that. Because as I said earlier, Royal Albert, it is a short platform. So if you do get in the first or the last carriage, you'd have to walk to the back of the first or the front of the last to alight. Because the first 2 sets on the front and the last 2 sets on the back, they will not open because of the length of the platform. So yeah, if you're new here, please do us all a favour and subscribe. It's free. It's down there. Get the bell on while you're at it. They're both free. They both take about 2 seconds. And then you will be notified of all my uploads, which will include the London vlog like it was last year. And yes, thank you all for watching as ever. Thank you all for the continued support of my channel. Follow my socials. Use it in end screen. Thank you. Goodbye.